Good evening, everyone. We want to welcome you all to the Black Market Podcast, hosted by Hack the Markets. I am one of your co-hosts. Uh, I'm the Market Oracle.
You was about to say Market Prodigy, weren't you?
Uh-uh. I looked at something and then I
Hey,
was reading something and it threw me off for a quick second.
that's, everybody got a little prodigy in
No,
them.
it
So
threw me off for a quick second. I
much
never say
love,
I'm the
much
Market
love.
Prodigy. Never. That won't even flow out my mouth, man. Ever.
What a shout out.
Not when I'm talking about myself, at least. I'll say that.
Hmm.
I shout you out, but not when I'm talking about myself.
I'm glad to be back.
It's good to have you back, man.
Yeah.
So, hey, 4K, man, you ain't gonna say nothing?
Oh, I didn't know we were introducing you. I always go after Jerome and after Heen. So it's look, I haven't been back on in a while. It's good to be back. And I had my birthday and everything. It's time off and really get
Um,
established. So but 4K's back checking in. We're gonna be checking back in on every day. So
all right.
That's good to hear. That's
yeah.
good to hear. That is good to hear.
I turned a year older. I got a new trading strategy. I'm trying to redevelop.
Oh man, you about
Yeah,
to
trying to
run it up.
There we go.
yeah.
There
Tell
we
everybody
go.
your strategy real quick.
Look, we gonna build it from the ground up. As a new trader, I have a whole new thought process to it, and we can talk about it. That's one thing I did actually want to kind of go through a little bit. Talk some things I've been thinking.
Hey,
Okay.
we're gonna have to talk about it offline now. We can't be giving these
Oh,
people.
just to
This is for the
You can give
this
them
is
a
for the
sneak peek, but
paid
don't give them too much something.
customers here. You know,
Just a
right.
little small sneak peek.
Just a cool man.
Hmm.
That's all we need is a small sneak peek. Nothing more.
So what happened today? Was there anything special? I wasn't in front of the computer today. I mean, I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at the S&P and the Nasdaq. I see the Nasdaq pretty much was on a steady incline today.
Yeah.
S&P dipped early, but had a very strong rebound. What I'm looking
So
at.
yeah, Nasdaq it had all to do with the rates easing a little bit. So because the rates eased a little bit, then that's where it caused them to jump a little bit. Um it it kind of got me on my little intel play because it was a part of that whole little sector that moved up, but it didn't move up to a point where I turned bullish. I'm still bearish. Still bearish, but that was the reason why we saw the Nasdaq go up like we did today.
Uh,
There's the tech stocks hitting $1 trillion and all of that.
Yeah, I saw Facebook. Facebook
Yeah.
finally joined the $1 trillion club now.
y'all better be following Kathy Woods.
Hey, Kathy Woods will screw you over at the beginning.
You know what?
She'll
I
screw
don't
you
know.
over at the beginning, so you might not want to take that trade at the very
Hey,
beginning, but just
I
have
don't
it on
know
your radar.
if it's Kathy Woods that screws us over or if it's the news people who try to put some kind of twist on what she's doing.
There's always something like that. It's
Yeah.
never it's never like, oh,
Say the
Kathy Woods
second one.
bought this and the thing just started skyrocketing.
The only time
It's
like
never
I
that.
really like profited from it was she lost some money too. Because she dropped Virgin Galactic to go with Skills. And I remember that's around the same time that I had just gotten Skills, and I heard that Kathy Day reported that Kathy Woods had just increased her portfolio with it. But we all know what's happened in space in the last like few weeks, or in the last month or whatever. Like, oh my goodness! So I'm wondering
Yeah,
if she
that
back
thing, yeah, it took
down.
off. It definitely took off. Man. I
I can't keep
mean,
up with her though.
yeah.
Not. I can't keep up with her moves. I mean, I got my own plays that I
Yeah,
depend
no,
on.
I barely keep up with the moves. I see her every now and then come across in some news article or something like that, and I'm like, oh, okay. Half of the time she's late, I'm already in, or she may surprise me every now and then, and I'll just go
My
take a look
thing
to
is
see.
like she's real big into tech right now, and
Yeah,
like I'm not really. I don't feel very strong about any growth tech stocks right now, because
No.
they've started to ease the interest rates. Like you said, that's going to help out a lot. But I haven't seen like a consistent growth in any of those tech stocks right now. So
You
I
gotta
mean,
also
she's
think about it too. Like
Hmm.
the interest rates are going up. Period. We know
mhm.
inflation's here. The interest rates are going up. Period. Like no ifs ands or buts about it. So with that being said, even though they're easing now, this is probably just gonna be like a day, maybe 2 days, but they're going to go right back higher. So that's just the thing about it. Like we're at rock bottom right now. Like that's where we are. So the only way they can go is up. That's why I hate it for anybody that has like a any type of variable loan. They got like a variable rate loan right now. Oh man, they're screwed because that thing is just gonna keep rising.
What's a variable rate loan?
So
Exactly
whenever
what
the
it
interest
is.
rates
It
move,
varies.
your interest rate
Yeah, when
move.
you could
It's
have
not
a very
fixed.
good entry, so you can have a fixed rate or you can have a variable rate.
Yeah,
Now, if you're lucky enough, depending on how the market is, you could have an outstanding interest rate. But
yeah,
during times like this, it can fluctuate, and that thing could go up on the high end, and oh my goodness,
yeah.
you're gonna be in a
You're just gonna
whole lot
ride
of
it
interest.
right
The
there.
only
Yeah, yeah.
reason why you would really want to get one of those things is if you were in like somewhere where we had like really high interest rates and you knew that the interest rates were about to retreat. Because then that's a benefit.
That makes
Because
sense.
yeah, you're paying it now, but yours is gonna like, automatically start going down. Because it's
Kind of
gonna,
talk about that.
it's
Yeah,
gonna adjust with the market. Whereas anybody that had a fixed rate, you know, it's gonna be fixed to that particular. But if you get variable at the bottom, that's just like buying the top of a stock. That thing is just gonna tank. Once it starts going down, you're losing money. So
that's
same way with these
exactly what I
interest
was
rates.
thinking.
Once they start going up, you're losing money. Like that's the
Support.
worst thing you can do. You would want to get a
Uh,
fixed rate in this environment because you
I
want to
got
lock that
something
interest rate in.
really quick here. If y'all let me share my screen, I hadn't looked at this in a long time. Until it's been since I want to say since early March when we really started to see that those 10-year treasury rates go up, and they have started to go down a little bit.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like today, that's the reason why we saw that pop. But like I said, I'm still like now the reason why we also saw the Nasdaq go so high today too is because of Facebook and Nvidia. Both of those two stocks
Oh, I
was
didn't know Nvidia also. Okay, that makes
hmm
Yeah,
yeah, they
yeah.
were leading. They were leading like crazy today. So that's the reason why too, but because those heavyweights, they were going up.
but we can look here at the 10-year treasury, and it really tells a big story here because we know what
Yeah.
was happening to the stocks around like March and April, like they hit as high as 1.75 percent, which is really high. And like a lot of the stocks that we normally saw that were, that would be like those 5% and 10% growth in the day. I mean, they were down bad. Oh my goodness. So that was around that time from like March to April, where I was looking at this every day to see, okay, is it going to be a bear market or a bull market just for that day? But since then, we've gone down from about 1.75 to once we started getting consistently around like the 1.5, and it started to drop from like May to June, and like right now, like you said, AC, that 1.48, that's like the lowest that it's
Yeah.
been since early this year.
Yeah.
And it also makes sense. Well, oh my goodness,
It's
we
about to
know
go
we
back up
made
to 1.6 though or higher.
it's gonna be it's gonna, oh my, see, look at that
Oh, yeah.
That's yeah,
from
see that's the
5 days.
reason why we had that pop today is because of that
Hmm.
pop to the downside right there.
Right.
Yeah, that's
That's a big
huge.
move in the bond markets. That's a
But
pretty nice size
what
move in
we
the
look
bond
at that with
markets.
the
That
bond
was a
market,
nice
yeah,
sell off. Meaning basically because we're seeing the percentage drop like this, that mean that a lot of people were buying bonds.
hmm yeah. So if people are buying a lot of bonds, then they're
The interest
usually
rates go
cashing
down.
out their stocks or whatever to purchase. bonds, and then vice versa. If they're buying stocks, then they're taking their money out of the bond market.
And think about it, man. Like this could also be a Fed play. Fed could be doing this too, because Fed did say that they're gonna do whatever they need to do to keep, whatever they need to, however they need to keep the rates. So this could, I mean, I'm not saying it is, but it could possibly be a Fed play. Then it could possibly just be a lot of big bond traders just going in and just moving the markets today too. So
I'm leery. I'm
yeah,
leery. I got my finger on the put button.
hey,
Hey,
you already know
I
I'm
know.
short, man.
I was
Hey,
about
they
to say,
call
I
me
know
too short
somebody in
right
the
now,
black
boy.
spirit.
Right.
I know
They call me
somebody
too short
in
right
the
now,
black
boy.
spirit. Yeah.
Hey, that Marriott short that I've been talking about, that thing about to hit now. That thing was looking real right today. Oh man. I've been talking about it for on this show for a couple, past one or two shows now? At least
I've
two
got like
shows, I believe
a
now.
list of a lot of stuff that was down today, sector wide. Like I'm looking at it was a lot of the ones that we talked about earlier, but I saw the cruise line industries. I saw Carnival's down, RCL on Royal
Carnival, man,
Caribbean
they had a lot of stuff going on in that area today.
this past weekend. They were talking about stuff with Royal Caribbean and potentially some new COVID cases with that Delta strain. I don't know why I'm smiling. I feel
Now,
terrible about this because I see it as an opportunity for me to purchase
Oh my God.
RCL tomorrow
Now,
because
this is what I'm gonna say. The crazy thing about it is, like, the U.S. is going full fledged to reopening. Everybody is going, back to like just full fledged reopen economy. Well, the thing is, like, I've been doing a little research, bouncing around in these other countries, reading these news articles. And the thing is, like, that Delta strand that what you're talking about, like, they're shutting down other countries like Europe. Some European countries are getting shut down. South Africa, like they're about to get shut down. Like it's running rapid in South Africa. Like it's crazy what's going on with this Delta variant. And
it's
so,
starting to pop up in the Midwest here in the United States. They're starting to get cases of it, and then I'm looking at Fourth of July coming up, and I'm like, all right now,
and see, that's the
you
that's
know,
the weekend that they were expecting everything. Biden was targeting the 4th of July to be the weekend. Like that's the weekend that he wanted to be like fully open now. Like the economy is just back open 100%. I don't really know how that's gonna play out now,
I mean,
especially with
and
this Delta.
then
If it's doing what they say, because a minute ago, remember we talked about this Delta variant and how it was just blasting through the Pfizer COVID. I mean, the Pfizer vaccine. So, uh, I mean, it's just something to think about. I don't
I
know, but
mean
it's just something
that
to think about.
coupled with
I know they shot
4K,
you
what
up
you
with
got to say
the
about
with the five Pfizer.
it? 4K, what's your take on it, man? What you think?
In the Midwest, there's no way that they're going to go back to doing anything with masks. Realistically, they've adjusted to where, I mean, this Delta thing happens. It's going to take a while for them to get people back contained. So I would guess, I mean, it's going to do something. I mean, if we see it's had an outbreak before,
I mean,
people
the setup
I'm not
is
gonna lie.
there.
Some of these other countries are already going through the protocols. Like they're
that's
shutting
what
their
I'm saying. They're
countries
going to follow
down. Like
suit.
they're going back to COVID protocols for 2 weeks. Like they're shutting
And
down.
look, I was there this weekend, so having that I wear my mask just for safety, but some people don't believe in it. It's a larger
Yep.
percentage
Right.
that
That's what
don't.
I'm saying. It's like the outbreak, or this is what we're preparing for now. But then you couple that with everybody, they're relaxing the whole COVID protocols right now. Nobody's walking around with masks on. I'm talking about you see the playoffs.
Yeah.
You see, I mean, it's not just the playoffs and things on TV. You're in Walmart, you're at work or whatever. Everybody, they're looking at you like, why do you still have a mask on? I'm like, have you not heard about this new variant that's out here? I don't care that you're
Heck no, I
vaccinated.
haven't heard
Your
about it. Who
vaccination-
cares?
this vaccination, it does not cover that.
Exactly. It's not even supposed to cover it for 6 months, 8 months. So then
I
we
told
bring
you
a
it's
whole
like an
nother
oil change, man. Oh no, it's worse than the oil change. It's just like the
right.
insurance. Just like car insurance, man. They hitting you every 6 months. Boom! You need another vaccine, boy.
I tell you what, I mean, as bad as that is, all I do know is that Royal Caribbean started out today at $89 and dropped all the way to 83, and it's holding at like $84.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you another one that I like. I'm gonna tell
Jump
you
on
another
that
one
thing.
that I like.
That
I shared this one
and
with the
lift.
premium people already. I got it drawn up, got the video and all that stuff. So if y'all want access to what I'm gonna talk about on what's going on, y'all gonna have to sign up for the premium subscription over at Hack the Markets Trading.
I don't
But
have a premium subscription,
beyond
but can
that,
you send it to me though?
yeah. Beyond that though,
Check the chat, man.
BA, Bowen. That's it.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
all I
that
want to
was
say is Bowen is about to do something. Y'all can take it for whatever y'all wanted to take it, but I know where it's going.
I'm looking at Boeing, United Airlines, and Delta Airlines. They all took a hit today.
Hey, I know where that one going. Y'all gonna have to check in to see that one. I'm
You
not
said
gonna
you
tell
got to do
y'all
some
about that one.
lengthy research
I'm gonna
to
keep
check
that one
that out.
in for the premium people, but just
Yeah.
keep that one on your watch list. Cause we gonna make some money off of it.
So, news is in here that we
Beyond that though, how about
I got. I saw Lyft drop today too.
Lyft?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I mean, like it dropped from 62. It got as high as like 63 yesterday, but I mean, like it usually doesn't, it's not that volatile. It doesn't move this much, but it dropped from like 63 to 58. That's a big move for that stock. And just
Yeah.
looking at yeah, I'm just looking at the past 10 days and like just going around like it's at a nice support level too. So y'all know what that means.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, we know what that means for sure, for sure.
If I wasted my day trade today, so I gotta sit on the sideline. I did jump in a play today. Man, I wish I could like buy a day trade.
Man,
That's what I've been looking at with these Lyft and Uber and even DoorDash, and I was wondering what y'all were thinking about. I think that's going to do anything with them wanting to establish these new contracts for work or
no,
anything like that.
My mindset is kind of like different now. Like 4K, you kind of alluded to a little bit like a change in strategy. Like my strategy has kind of changed because the growth, the tech stocks that I made a lot of money on last year, I had more of a long-term mindset with a lot of them. But the market is so volatile right now. I'm not necessarily day trading, but I am a serious swing trader right now. So I'm leaning heavily on my 10-day, 30-minute intervals right now. So I'm not necessarily looking at, because AC, we talked about it when we were looking at like Intel. Like the very next day, I agree that Intel is going down. I saw it dip down one day. I knew it was going to dip back up for like $1. And sure enough, it went up for that dollar. And right after that, it tanked. So all I'm looking at is I'm looking at buying these short term. I'm looking at very short term moves, buying holds for like no more than a day or two, and just making money off of $5 moves and just getting my money quick.
We haven't seen a market like this ever. Right now what we're trading in is kind of a different thought process than in past. So taking that into account, I've been looking more on like trading news or trading smaller increments of time you normally would for even a 6-month period. That was my comfort level.
You have to be able to adapt to continue to make money. Yeah. Like, that's the problem with like those algorithms, and you got the people who've been trading for 5 years, and I've been doing this thing, and then like, well, I'm scared because I'm losing my money now, and they're pulling their money out because of interest rates and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that should not scare you. You should have multiple strategies, and when you see that the market is doing something, well, you change up your strategy.
Hey, they said if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then when it break, they say, man, shoot, how you fix it?
I've been letting that strategy go, but if you could change it and make more, Might as well.
I love this volatility in the market because volatility
Hey,
means
people don't
large price
understand, man.
swings. You make
Volatility is
money
how
on
traders make
price
money.
swings. I love it. I love it.
Volatility is how traders make money. Like if there's no volatility, there's no money to be made. So when you
I
see
mean, like,
things swinging up and down and stuff, all you got to do is just know
Right.
what you're doing. Don't
that's what
go
I'm saying.
into a
Like, this
game
morning,
with no strategy. This is
I
a
tell
game.
AP,
Don't go into a game with no strategy. And when you
I
go
made
into the game,
$200.
go into the game with the right rules. You cannot play a basketball game with football rules. You will never win. So
I
stop
made
trying.
$200 this morning in 7 minutes, just off a big swing that I saw setting up yesterday, right before the market closed. I'm like, watch, this thing is going to bounce. I saw it bounce this morning. Took $200 in 7 minutes. Took my money and ran and reinvested it.
I'm telling
There
you,
you go.
it's that easy. It's real simple. It's very, very simple.
Okay.
People make it
Not
so
fighting the market.
complex though. They make it so complicated. It's like
And it's not, yeah.
things things
And
can't
honestly,
be
I
that
think
easy. If
older
it's that
traders can
easy,
tell.
man, like I would have been doing it. Like I would have been on. I would have been making money. This, that, and other. It's like, well, I mean, it is that easy. So I don't know what to
You're
tell
right,
you.
right. I got into it with someone like a week ago, and they were trying to convince me that the market was nothing more than a gamble or whatever. I said I have to disagree with you with that. I say in terms of percentages and probability, there's a probability to everything, but everything does not have the same probability. But there is a skill associated with it.
There's a
And
probability that you get into an accident today.
right with options, I think he's just thinking about it as a whole. But with options, you can get into things that have a very high probability of success because you have the ability to construct them that way. But people who don't know a lot about it, we talked about that fear factor. They fear what they don't understand, and obviously he didn't understand it. So I'm like, well, sure,
Hey,
sure. So
plus
you
on
can stay
top
up
of this,
late,
bro.
but
Plus
I
on
make
top
money.
of this, you got to add this in.
What's that?
The options are basically statistics telling you probabilities of certain
Right.
things that happen in the stock market, and people are putting in their they're putting in what they believe is going to happen, and it's giving you a statistical probability of what should happen in the future. So it's giving
And
you
I
kind of
told
like a
him, I
crystal
told him
ball
it
in a
takes
sense,
money
but people
to
don't
make money.
understand that. People don't
He didn't
understand what this
understand
is
You
that.
have
telling
that
them.
thought process, and you put your money under the mattress, and you just let it build over time. You don't really look into what these fluctuations mean. You're just seeing it for the end. So.
And I tried to get him to understand that when I said it takes money to make money, as in the more money that I'm able to put up, the higher probability trade that I can get into, and I have a higher certainty
Sure.
and a higher likelihood that I walk away with 20% gain, 50% gain, 100, and so on. Those people who just go in, they want to put in, they want to get in for cheap, and they can only afford to purchase these low probability stocks. Yeah, those are the ones that are like lottery tickets where you really have to hit the lottery to win
Yeah.
big. Like I'm not getting in on some of these ones where I gotta wait for it to move. Like some of them I do because I know that if I know that this is like really bearish or really bullish on it, and I just know, and I have a lot of data to support it. But like some of these short term
Yeah.
moves here, if I buy something and it's only got like 20 cents or 50 cents to move before I get in the money, come on, that's
Exactly.
high probability.
See, I guess starting out, you always think of like, oh, let me buy low, so I have those ideas, and that's kind of what you get into initially. But as you continue to grow, as options becomes a thing, your knowledge base. So like I said, you got to do your homework. But yeah, I like that idea. And I even talked about it with my dad this week and saying like, it's a difference in how you enter the market, and even a difference for the age of trader. So everybody can learn it, but as your comfort level grows.
I mean, when you're looking at all that stuff, and like when you really get down and your technical analysis is sound, and that's something that we on our team we've kind of like mastered. It's an art to being able to look at those candles. Oh man, those candles they tell some stories.
Open your eyes up. There's a whole other
stories.
market in there.
Again, I
don't
really
even have to
get
draw lines, man. Like I've looked at this
Right.
stuff for so long. Like I don't have to draw lines. Like it's
Yeah,
certain
I'm sitting
things
up
that
there
just
on my
pop up, and I'm
screen.
like, that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm measuring it. I'm like, oh, look at it, look at it. Boom, boom, boom. And people looking at me like, what are you talking about? I said,
Don't worry about it.
Watch.
Don't believe me, just watch.
By the time I answer this question, I will have cashed out.
Exactly though.
That's
That's
the
the
beauty
thing
of
though. I mean, once you have a strategy, you got a plan, you know what you're looking for.
it.
That's
Exactly.
all you need.
Mhm.
Like if
Don't
you
get
don't
in
and
unless
you're
you
just
know
out
when
here
to
just
get out.
shooting, I mean, like yeah, you're gonna be
Yeah,
shooting, but did you hit the right target or you just out here shooting? Like you
And
like
did
one
you
of
even
these guys
identify?
trying to do the drive by, man, and you just
You know,
spraying on the block. Like, did you hit your target or what you do?
I hit something.
right.
Like
So I
you
have,
out here hitting little kids and trash cans and lights and everything else, man. Like what you doing?
man, but that's at least why we are, feeling comfortable and even growing in that larger money, more that probability that you can get into, like you were saying. So.
And that's what I'm seeing now. I've had some really good success in the last couple of weeks, and like my mindset has changed. And now instead of I'm just only trying to get in those high probability trades, and it's been successful to that point. It's just
See, that's the
there's a
definition
lot
of
of
a
growth.
disciplined trader. Cause you wait for your opportunity. You don't just pounce on anything.
Yeah, before as soon as I get that
Yeah.
money and I put it in my account, I was like, oh
Go.
my god, I gotta
Yeah.
buy something. I gotta
Nah,
buy
see,
something.
that's the
And
definition
then
of a disciplined trader.
yeah. So when I first started trading, like you see that green bar going straight up, that money train is moving. You feel like you got to jump on that money train. As soon as you jump on it, that thing turn around and drop. See, but now
Exactly.
you time your entry and you know when to get in. You know when it's setting up. You know when to get in at the bottom, and you cash out before it hits its apex at the top. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the best feeling right there.
And I
When you
mean,
get
hey, the name of the game is simple. I mean, the name of the game is just buy low and sell high, right?
right,
Or
but
you can go vice versa and sell high and buy low. I mean, that's the name of the game. But what is low and what is high? That's the
that's why
question that you have to
before you
answer.
get in, you have to know what your exit is gonna be before you get in, and
Exactly.
that's
You
where
got to
the
have a
discipline
plan.
comes in.
Yeah, man. As that knowledge base grows, you can only get into, again, it's a whole nother market in there that you can go get money into, and
Now,
even coupling the ideas. Like you said,
when
if
you
it ain't
go,
broke, don't fix it. But that's
when
still,
you
it's
go to
another way you
Baldwin
can
Lake,
get it. Shorter time too.
it's
And to
like the
be honest, I
casino.
mean, all of it is still a plan. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're day trading or if you're swing trading. You still need a plan. Even if you're position trading, you're long term trading. Cause I mean, everybody's a trader. I don't care if you're holding on to your stock for 5 years. You're just a long term trader.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say I'm real big into swinging, and I have like, oh my gosh, maybe I
Makes
shouldn't
you
say that.
like give
Hey,
an
so what
idea
y'all
of what.
think about y'all boy Regeneron Joe, man? Like this dude went out here, he created the fake facade of about to veto the infrastructure bill.
I heard about that, and then I also read some details about. We thought that a lot of the EV was going to be included in the infrastructure, but I saw some disturbing things that it won't be as much inclusive of the EV infrastructure as we thought it was going to be. And that's why several stocks in the EV sector regressed toward the end of last year. So now we're starting to peel back some layers to this infrastructure bill that everybody was excited about. So AC, I guess it's not. Is it still not a done deal yet? Has it not been? Is it up in the air that it's going to be signed off on, or like do
Yeah,
we got
it's
like
not done yet. It's not done yet.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
still
done yet.
locked
So the
down.
Republican senators, no, I'm sorry, the Republican Senate negotiators, they welcomed Joe Biden's withdrawal to veto, but Biden came back. He issued a statement, and he said that was certainly not his intent. He says that he did not plan to create the impression that he was trying to veto the very plan I had just agreed to. So
so?
it seems like Joe Biden is getting confused out here. He's saying one thing, then he just getting confused. He say something else. He
So
come back.
what's
He say,
the
"Oh man, I forgot I said that. I ain't say that. Did I say that? I ain't say that."
It's
what's
some people with a lot of money in it
the
too.
hesitancy? What are they getting caught up on? Do we know?
I don't know what they're getting caught up on, but it seems like they misinterpreted whatever Joe Biden said. So it seems like whatever he said made it seem like he was going to veto the thing, but now he's saying he's not going to veto the thing. So whatever he said, that's what I'm saying. Like Joe Biden's out here, man. He confusing too many people. People out here thinking that one thing and it's not. So I don't know. I guess we'll
I
get
tell
this
you what,
1.4 or 1.2, whatever it is, whatever the trillions of dollars that's
I
supposed to be
thought it was
released.
like a 2.1 or 1. It's a lot of money. I know that.
I know it's
But
over
my
$1
thing is,
trillion. I know that
right.
much.
The big thing I
Oh,
have a problem ingesting here is we're largely in debt. Where are we getting this money from?
gotta go build a plan to
What are we
So
cutting? What
so
are we
the
cutting?
government
to be able to do this?
they are, I think they are stealing Bitcoin. And so that's where
have to
that
be.
AfriCrypt, that's where them folk got the 3.6, they finna give it to the government. Now these are all just fake allegations that I'm making right now, but hey, it's a lot of corruptness going on out here to the point where I feel
Man,
like they may be in on some of this craziness. Because I mean, like looking at Snowfall and all that stuff, you already see what they were doing with the cocaine and all that stuff, bringing that in so they can get the guns
hey,
and this, that, and the
startup.
other.
Hey, man, it's
4K,
construction.
you got me on this startup, man.
It's
Yeah.
like that, isn't it? It's like that.
Now you got startup.
Whatever
So I mean, you see what I'm saying? Startup,
yeah.
man. Like you got things like that. I'm pretty sure that it's some craziness going on somewhere. Believe
And see,
me.
that's another. Looking at now, the media out here who's portraying what's going on in crypto. It's got to have something. To the retail trader, that's going to do something to start your mind into it. So you just got more influence. But yeah, I was looking at what they were going to be impacting. Like I said, construction, engineering, and building materials related. So they're planning on doing something.
Hey, speaking of countries and Bitcoin though, it looks like we got El Salvador. They are looking to install 1,500 Bitcoin ATMs as Bitcoin is set to officially become a legal tender in early September. So El Salvador is saying that this is going to be a legal tender.
That's huge.
So El Salvador beat USA. Man. How do you feel about that though? Seeing that we do
United
have
States.
we got two brothers out here running around from South Africa with $3.6 billion because they got what 69,000 Bitcoin or something like that just running around in the streets somewhere in America or not in America, I don't know, somewhere in the world. It's like where in the world is Carmen Sandiego now?
Love that show.
I wonder how the use of it, how popular will it gain over time. You say it does blow up, and that becomes the country that not used to for its everything, versus maybe not in the U.S. I've seen things as an article saying, everything's just going to follow Bitcoin essentially. The crypto side is just heavily in as the first coin that all the other ones are kind of follow suit.
I don't know, man. I do know one thing though. I forgot about this one. We did just touch on EVs because you just talked about this, Jerome. Your beloved workhorse. Your beloved workhorse is rallying now because it is on top on the Wall Street Bets mentions.
I knew it.
We called it. We called it what last week or the week before last. We called it some. It wasn't today. I know that much. It was at least last week or maybe even 2 weeks ago. But we called it, and Workhorse is now rallying.
8%, 8% today. That ain't bad.
You said 80?
I mean, 8%.
8. Oh, okay. Yeah, that thing rallying. Like that thing can probably go higher though. So that's gonna be an interesting stock to watch right there. That's a definitely an interesting one right there. They're on top of Wall Street Bets.
At the opening bell this morning, this joker went from like $15 to $18. I mean, on solid green, just pure volume. Like the volatility see of this one. This is a high short interest.
Yeah.
This is like the highest one, like
Yeah.
40%
Yeah.
right now.
Hey, if this thing gets squeezed, that's gonna be a move. I know that. That's what I'll say. That's gonna be a move.
Hey, you about to make me go and scrape some quarters together, man. Forget these options.
Yeah.
I might
I
purchase
might
me
go
some.
ahead and drop everything and just put the whole house on it. You know what I'm saying? Just put the
And put me
house
a
on
nice.
it and just go ahead and flip everything, man. Let me be a millionaire too. Shoot.
Man.
I wanna be a billionaire.
Hey, now this is some interesting stuff too coming out the EV market. Neo,
That's
they're opening
exactly
5 battery swap stations in China as part of an aggressive expansion strategy.
Now, that's when I was talking about it was either Lee or XPev that was doing the same thing where they were expanding and they put out that plant manager position a posting for it because they're looking to
Uh-huh.
expand. And it's
Mm.
funny, Neo is doing that same thing. So I mean,
Yep. So it
oh,
seems like they opened it. They opened another 5 battery swap stations. So
Neo ran, they were up 9%
Yeah,
today.
Neil killed it there. That made me some
Crazy volume today. I wish I would have saw this earlier.
okay, so now Neo has actually a total of 282 battery swap stations in China right now. So that's
280.
not bad. So Neo is actually they're on the forefront of something.
I'm trying to see how they're yeah.
They moved almost $5 today, and they're still trying to run up after hours right now. What I'm looking at,
That's not a bad thing. You know?
they are. It is looking very good right now, even
Yeah.
on the really.
And I mean,
They
like, I didn't realize they had so many battery swap locations.
had to do it that fast, man.
Yeah.
topped out
So
in January at about $67. They are at $49 right now, and they are surging up right now. Just
They're only 2 years
Yes.
old as well.
at the beginning of May, they were at $30, and they're at 50 right now.
hey, this is something right here that Neo just pioneered that I did not know. They just pioneered the concept of battery as a service. So it's going to allow users to rent a battery instead of purchasing one, helping them to trim the cost for EV owners.
Why would you want to rent a battery? I mean, what's the difference between the renting and like the battery swap?
Maybe AAA is now the new AAA.
Hey, so it's cutting the cost because now you don't have to worry about the battery, I guess, at the, once you're getting your car. Like if you can cut the battery out of the car, I'm pretty sure that that's probably like a very expensive part of an electric car. So
Yeah,
now you
it's
can
one of
just
the
rent
highest
the
growth.
battery. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. 2 different sides, I guess.
Because I mean, like that's what powers the whole thing is the battery. So that's like the engine almost. I mean, it's not the engine, but if you don't have the battery, then you can't go anywhere.
All right.
Yeah.
Like it's not like gas where you can have a dead battery but still drive because the gas is still burning. Like that's not gonna fly with this. Like you get a dead battery in a Tesla, you on the side of the road, my boy.
You're gonna be checking out that neutral.
Hey, you gonna be out there with Ike and Mike, your feet.
That's fun stuff.
You gonna be walking somewhere because people ain't picking up hitchhikers no more. And I don't know if you want to hitchhike with anybody nowadays anyway. Like that might be a dangerous
Yeah, I
sport.
don't pick up hitchhikers.
I don't, man. You seem like you do though. Tell me a story about it, man. Okay.
I'll pass. So I'm in a conundrum right now. So what's y'all picks that y'all got for the rest of the week? It's early.
Yep.
I got like a longer term pick, and I got like a short term pick. Those short terms, I kind of jumped on them already. I told you I'm looking to capitalize on that Royal Caribbean and Lyft. from a
Yeah.
news standpoint, I know there's bad news associated with Royal Caribbean. So I'm gonna really be watching that one. But Lyft, I know that one's kind of down just for the sector. So I almost feel a little bit better about that one.
Hey.
My long term play is that JD.
Okay.
That's that
That's not a bad
Chinese.
pick. Cause see JD and Penduo that PDD, those are
Mhm.
actually pretty decent. Like that PDD had actually it had fell down a little bit. It's coming
And
back up now though.
I read something interesting about that JD because its closest competitor was like Alibaba, and it showed like over the past 6 months that it's retail that it's actually produced more revenue than Alibaba, but yet Alibaba was priced a lot higher. So it seems
Okay.
like JD is taking a little bit more market share away from Alibaba and gaining ground. I mean, they're growing at a very fast rate right now.
Gotcha. That's not bad though. That's not bad to
I mean,
me.
when I saw JD, I'm like, oh man, must be a lot of people cutting their grass right now. And then I found out that JD was not John Deere.
That's hilarious. No, I think they're deer. I think their
Nah,
thing is just deer or something
I
like
want
that.
to say it's DE or something.
Oh, I thought it was deer. Never mind. I must be mistaken.
Yeah,
Either way
it's
as it go.
DE.
Either way, I'm not buying John Deere, so it doesn't matter. So,
I
um,
mean, they were down. Maybe you should have,
you're
man.
right.
In July of last year, those boys were at 158. They are at 349 right now.
Hey, I mean, I'm not saying. Hey, now that's definitely a move. That's definitely a move. I mean,
I
I'm
didn't
not
even
going.
expect that. I'm looking at it now. I'm like, boy, why didn't you see that earlier?
Hey, now my pick. I like of course what I was talking about at the beginning. Well, no, I was talking about Intel at the beginning. I like the Marriott short. Marriott short. That's me all day. I still like it. That's still my play. Hey, but have you heard about this? Like with the rollout of the COVID-19 vaccines, it sparked a new wave of malware attacks.
I didn't hear about the new wave of it. No,
Yeah.
of that being the spark
So
for it.
it's tied to vaccination updates and mobile banking. It's crazy. I don't get it. But this was published in a report by McAfee. You know, the people that do
It does
the
make sense.
antivirus and all that stuff.
You because think about it. So with people commuting, well, with people working from home, our we have a lot more people relying on technology and doing
Yeah.
things on the computer that otherwise they were not used to doing. You know, the people who were
Yeah.
doing everything on paper and printing everything out. But now we've got new people who aren't used to working a computer and everything. We've got a whole new wave of people using the computer and on the internet
Yeah.
right now. So it makes sense.
Yeah. McAfee said that more than 90% of all pandemic related malware took the form of Trojans. And so basically it was SMSs, which are text messages, and WhatsApp messages. So that's the WhatsApp app. They were getting them through both of those. It was sent by digital people, digital robots, all this other stuff. People that's out here trying to cause mischief. And they tricked users into downloading the vaccine app. And once it was downloaded, the malware sent itself to everyone in the user's contact list. And so that's
I
how it
want to know what
spread.
the vaccine app.
So it was a I don't know what vaccine app it was, but it was a vaccine app. And so once it got in there, the malware then sent to everyone in your contact, and that's how it spread. So
Mhm.
that's how a lot of people were getting got.
Phew.
So definitely something right there. Like that's something to look into. So don't be clicking on anything that comes through on your text messages, people. They're probably trying to install something on your phone so that they can steal something from you.
I
So,
click on everything.
hey man,
I'm,
I'm
I'm an
surprised.
equal
I am
opportunity.
so surprised that you still have an identity, sir.
That's
Yeah.
just they really made money
Hey,
off of COVID.
your identity is gonna be like that hack the markets thing behind you, boy. It looked like you got the hat on.
Listen
There
here.
it is.
I will forever be known as the market prodigy. I'd lose it tomorrow and get it back the
Get it
next
back.
day.
We already
God
know.
willing.
We already know. But hey, man, you clicking on all them links, man, you gonna be on this McAfee list. You gonna be one of the infected users.
I was gonna go somewhere with it, but this is a family show.
Hey, and
So
guess
I'm not-
what? Guess what, man? Guess who getting hit? People on the
What?
Androids and Google Play Store.
And isn't that something?
And it's not saying anything about Apple on here. It is just saying Android. And they're hitting banks with the Androids. So you keep clicking on them links, Prodigy, and the Prodigy ain't gonna have no money.
That ain't me. But I know Charles and Jamie click on the link, especially Charles. Charles clicks on lots of links.
Golly, he's out in
Lots of links. Either big, what Trump say, big clicker, big clicker.
He a big clicker.
Charles
Oh
gonna be
my
on
goodness,
the
man.
line too.
Hey, you gonna keep clicking, all right? That's hilarious. That is so funny. So what? He just clicking on anything. Link could be like, don't click on me.com, and he gonna click on it. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh, God.
Hey, we gonna hope that he don't get hit with any of this stuff right here. But he do. Hey, we gonna have to get him an iPhone real fast. We have to get him an iPhone real fast.
Come on, join the team. Everybody else.
We gonna have to, because otherwise, he in trouble, man. Hey, did you have a pick though? 4K, you wanted to share, or you ain't have anything?
Oh, I know he got some. I know he got some.
I was looking at I've been looking into the crypto side, so that's what I've been trying to look into. I like the Ethereum this week. They were doing pretty decent, so I'm expecting them to have some growth.
I saw Kramer jump in on the Ethereum too.
Yeah,
Jim Kramer.
That's what I was looking for.
Mad money.
So my buy guy. So no, that's my
sell.
But yeah, I was looking at that one over the next maybe month or so. So I think that's going to start popping. And
so 4K, tell us what you think about the new cryptocurrency that just came out. Gencoin.
You're talking about the new cryptocurrency that just came out.
Gencoin.
I mean, yes, but it's what from actual or.
Man, this man talking about Gencoin on startup. Man.
I just want to make sure. That it didn't really turn into a thing. Because this show has been popular.
I'm sitting there watching this man try to keep a straight face.
All right, I just want to make sure.
Whenever he start doing his lips all like this and stuff, you already know, man. Like he ain't talking about nothing. You might as well just look past it. He be trying too hard to look serious.
For real. It's really put me back on like trying to figure out which one is going to be the next Doge funded, because I knew I was supposed to be Doge funded, and then that was a solid one, but there's so much more out there now.
The next person, because that name is out there. The Gencoin, the next person.
Gonna get there. That's why I was like, oh, did you get something that I didn't hear about? Maybe I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
That boy talking about startup, man.
I said, oh yeah, it's gonna be a thing. Someone's gonna benefit off that name. So I'm excited. Like I said, Ethereum is my crypto play, but yeah, that's good. I'm excited to see what happens.
No, that's not a bad one. I'm still in on Cardano on crypto, but I keep up with the crypto a little bit. But I let you guys, you and Raheen, I let you guys take care of that foreign exchange and that crypto.
Hey, it's a different philosophy of trading that. You kind of have to assume to it. So,
I'm Mr. Options over here. If it's not optionable, I barely even look at it.
You don't even want to touch it.
I mean,
that's why I'm trying to get into all the spaces with crypto and safety with stock and long terms, also options. Like you might as well have as many of them in your pot as you can.
See, my strategy right now.
You talking to a man that want to make 500% in 2 days.
Yes, I'm trying to run it. I'm trying to run my check. I'm trying to run it up, and then
Hey, I'm
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
come back
lie.
and diversify. Then I'm gonna come back and do my
Okay.
dividends, and then I'm gonna come back and hit everything with my my growth stocks, and then my buy and holds and all of the other stuff. And then I'll diversify. But right now, while I'm trying to really launch my account,
Yeah.
oh man, options is the way for me. But when I get back to the point where these growth stocks, when I have confidence in them, a lot of them are at bargain prices right now. So I may start. I was holding on to a stock. I actually bought 100 shares of a stock, and this was the first time I bought 100 shares in a long time. I purchased the GoED, the GOED. That's a high short interest. No, that one's a low float stock that I was holding on. I've been holding on to it for about a week. I let
Okay.
it go today when I jumped in on JD. But yeah, but I may make this money. If I make this money real quick from JD, I'm going back and I'm jumping back in there.
I already know. I'm not gonna lie. Like my play on Marriott still hasn't really kicked in yet, and I'm already up 25%. I'm beating people who wait a whole year. Like people wait a whole year just to make 12%, and they think that that's good.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
There's
crazy. I can't do it. But
so
on that
many more
note,
opportunities
if
out
you
there.
guys want to learn how to make about 100, 200, 300% and all the above, definitely head over to hackthemarketstrading.com. We got free accounts, we got premium accounts. So you can sign up for a paid account if you want to get a little bit more information, understand what we're trading, and see how my boy Jerome over here is making these 100% and 200% plays, how Raheem making 1,000% plays, how I'm over here making 300, 400, 500% plays. Like we all making big plays. Like it's all over the place. Like everybody is doing well. So
But the
thing
market
is,
oracle told me that Marriott is dropping down from 135 to 108.
I don't know about I don't know about 108, but it's dropping. It's
One day,
dropping.
one day, you can know, but you just don't know when.
Yeah, it's dropping. So if you guys want to learn, definitely head over to hackthemarketstrading.com. Also, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, like our Facebook page, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Definitely got to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can stay in
Yes,
tune.
sir.
Anything that we do with the our webinars and things of that nature, of course, the Black Market Podcast and all things of that nature are going to be on our YouTube. So right now, I don't have anything else to share.
So
So
this Marriott play, if I wanted to see your analysis on it, I would have to go to the premium
yep, same on that one and BA
and JD.
JD as well.
So you can't tell me like real quick.
Nope, just go check it out.
Nathan.
Not even 4K. So if what about a 4K ask for me?
Nathaniel.
So our premium people, they gonna wake up and they can get in on this stuff now, and they're making money on it right now.
Yep.
Yes, I got rocket ship for you.
How much of when we draw this stuff up, how short of a window do we have, and how frequently do we put these things out there just to give these
We
other
try to get
viewers?
about 2 to 5 a week out there. We try to get about 2 to 5 plays a week.
And and that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you talk about, because there is a such thing as over trading.
Mm-hmm.
There's only so
We're
much
giving you
time that they
solid
can
plays.
like.
That's why
Yeah,
it's
you can easily do that.
so
It's
small.
like a bingo
No.
card sometimes too, because man, it's hard trying to play. Like 5 bingo cards. Yes, it increases your chances or whatever, but
Hey, they said
that's a lot to keep up with.
B5. They said B5. You over here
Right.
A9. You like,
Right.
what?
That's 5 different stocks to keep up with what's going up and what's going down. You're in the money over here, and before you can go over here, and you missed out on cashing out because you're looking at this over.
Exactly. Juggling too much. And I mean, like
Yeah,
if you're getting 2 plays and one of these things make you 50%, another one makes you 100%. You good for that week, and then the next week you might have a play that make you 200%, and then got another one to make you
Right.
100%. I mean, like
I
when you
used
got
to
stuff
be.
like that going on, it's like you can't really combat with that. I mean, like, yeah, you could buy more, you could trade more, this, that, and other, but why? When the trades you are actually taking are good
Right.
trades that are making good money.
Yeah, I used to be in like 10 plays at a time, and it's
Unless
just too
those
much.
are just like 10 awesome plays, and or you might be buying and holding, but if you're trading, 9 times out of 10, it's very hard. And especially if you're a day trader, it's extremely hard to manage 10 plays at one time as a day trader.
That's a full-time job.
See,
Yeah,
now
you
I
might as well
realize
just hey, you might well call your job too and say, I'm not coming, just like everybody else is doing. You might well say, I'm not coming. I gonna put the sign up on the thing that say we ain't got no workers, cause I'm not coming in. I'm never coming back in, and I'm at the house
Ain't
day
no way.
trading. Cause that's the only thing that you're gonna be able to do.
yeah, time is so important to me. Now I'm not even trying to look to get into 10 at a time. My
No,
whole thing is I'm getting into high probability trades, and most of my time right now is not picking the best stocks. It's money management.
yeah,
It's when I make money off of this, how much money do I want to put up on this next set, which is I'm gonna flip it and it's gonna make me more money. How long am I gonna keep it or whatever? So I'm
exactly,
always looking at while I'm in this play, I'm looking at what am I going to do with this next play? I always keep some money on the side just in case I see something enticing so that I don't have to pull myself out of like a stock that I know is about to make a lot of money because I don't like to tie up my money unnecessarily. We
exactly.
call that in
Or
jail
you
sometimes your money is just held there with
Yeah,
a
you
stock.
in jail. You playing Monopoly, and you got sent to jail. You watching everybody else go around the board, and you in jail.
Not let's go.
Hey, and you can't collect your money. But on top of
They
that, though, like I said, that's what we're here for. Like we've been through this stuff. We trade. Like we're not talking about things we read in books or things we see on television or things of that nature. Like we really do have tools that we use that we've made and created that work. We're talking from experience from trading for years. Like not necessarily just because we just woke up today and we said, "Oh yeah, we're some stock market gurus now." And we're just gonna go make some money and tell other people how to make money too.
Hey,
I mean, I
I
wish it was that
lost.
easy because I mean, shoot, in that case, man, I would have been rich. But hey,
that's
that's
like
not
turning
how it
into
works.
gambling.
That's not how it works. But I wish it did work like that, man. Shoot, I'd be a happy camper then, boy. But I mean, like I said, I don't have anything else to share. That's just a little insight on what we have and how we can help you guys out. And so hey, like I said, hackthemarketstrading.com. Definitely head over there and check it out.
I'm finna go check out this premium analysis. I gotta see what
Exactly.
you
And I'm about to
got.
check
No,
out this game. Look like the Suns gonna try to shut it down tonight.
man, Chris Paul showed about to go out.
His
Nah,
shoulder gonna
they
go
gonna
out. He
go out.
gonna be shoulder leaning man. He gonna go out there and hit the shoulder
I
lean.
tell you what,
God, Lee Dro. God.
playoff. You know it's over when playoff P gonna hit another shot off the back of the off the side of the backboard.
Man,
Hey,
don't wish that. That was a rough
playoff
time
P
for him.
boy.
They gonna show Kawhi Leonard choking out Paul George.
Hey, it's gonna be like Homer and Bart Simpson. Hey, he gonna be pissed off. But the thing is, like, Kawhi can't come back. Like, even if they made it to the finals, I don't think he'll be able to play then either. So I mean, like,
He just died.
it really doesn't even matter. Like, he was gonna be one of them bench riders that won a ring too.
Oh,
He should have stayed his butt in Toronto.
Hey, I know he feeling bad. I know he feeling bad. He like, man, if I had stayed up there, I won with that crew. High, well, what's going on? Now take it. Warriors were trash that year. I can't sit here and say that the Warriors were just the best team that year. Cause everybody was hurt. Whole team was hurt.
Hey, he would have made it this year too because I mean the Nets are out right now. Like
Yeah.
and they shipped
Exactly.
that whole team off once he left anyway, so they were solid.
So I mean, hey, It's interesting. I'm still rooting for my Hawks though. My Hawks they
Oh
still
yeah.
playing strong. Hey, we messed up that last game. We
No,
messed up
that
at the end.
referee did. That dirty referee stuck his foot out there.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they didn't call nothing. It ain't nothing they can do about it, it seems. So I mean, like we just gotta take it, and just hope that my boy really ain't hurt that bad. But if he is, then I mean we just gotta chalk it up that it just wasn't our year, but that's some dirty stuff at the same time.
Like he could have moved out. Well, you got to give them some space, and
That's
you
what I'm
just stand
saying. But
there
at
right
the
there.
same time, I mean, hey, it's just something we just got to deal with. I mean, we can't go back in time and say, hey, we really supposed to win that game. And they say, you know what? Now the Hawks are up 2-1. I mean, that ain't finna happen. So we just got to deal with it. I hate it, but we got to deal with it.
Different NBA finals than we've ever seen. That's for sure.
For sure, for sure.
That's for sure.
I like it, though. I mean, it's new. It is refreshing. It's different. I like it. Even if the Hawks don't make it, I still would enjoy this finals because it's not the same. It's not something I've seen over and over and over again.
Right. Yeah, tired of seeing the same two characters go at it.
But guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. So we hope that you guys have a good one, and we'll be back on Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll see you guys. Hopefully, y'all made some money by then, and y'all could tell us about it in the comments.
Hey, when y'all see me on Thursday with my red robe on, you gonna know why.
Hey, he gonna be out here looking like Money Man, Money Mayweather.
I'm gonna be out here fanning with them hundreds.
Okay. Hey, we gonna want to see that too, man.
Hey, you gonna see it. Hey, it might be my mortgage money, but you gonna see
you so stupid, boy. Hey, all right, so we gonna holler at you guys. We'll see you guys on Thursday.